and welcome to Sideshow Live. We have an awesome show for you today. It's kind of nostalgic. We all have like soft spots in our hearts for the things that we're showing you today. So thank you so much for taking a trip down memory lane with all of the awesome things we're about to show you. Like Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He is in house. We have a Masters of the Universe segment, which means there's more than just one thing that we're going to show you from our Masters of the Universe collection, including the premium art print. What? Anyway, we have that. And of course, we are doing an unboxing of the Aquaman premium format figure. This is an amazing piece, and it's huge, by the way. I got to take a look at him a little bit yesterday, and he is just a very impressively tall statue, as one would expect of someone who rules the seven seas. Anyway, as always, you can enter for your chance to win an Aquaman premium format figure, the one that we're unboxing live on the show. If you go to sideshow.com/live contest, you can enter for your chance to win. Not watching this live because like you're at work or something, have another excuse, it's cool because you can still enter for a chance to win the Aquaman premium format figure, sideshow.com/live contest. So speaking of winners, we will have the R2Q5 winner to announce at the end of the show, along with 2 more people who won some court crypts. You remember those court crypts, you're gonna need them for Spooktacular. Come on guys, get them, they're for Spook. It's fun and exciting and court. So, we have some news for you before we get into all of that. Friday morning, we're all going to be going rogue. Go rogue. You can go rogue. I'm going to go rogue. And we are going to celebrate Rogue One, a Star Wars story. They are releasing all of their new toys and figures and fun this Friday for their Force Friday. So who's dressing up? Yeah, we're all dressing up, because we work here and it's amazing. The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them final trailer dropped this morning. Is it the final trailer? We have 6 weeks until it comes out. I hope so. I loved it. I loved it. I think I finally have like a grasp on who Colin Farrell's character is, but they also said Grindelwald, so I'm sold. I'm done. Speaking of trailers and videos, Doctor Strange has started releasing short character videos, which are like the actors kind of talking about who they're playing and how they fit into the story and the Marvel Universe. So that is happening on the Doctor Strange official Facebook page, leading up to its release on November 4th. Speaking of releases, this Friday, Netflix will be releasing Luke Cage, which means we all have plans for Friday night, so don't call us. If you want to talk about how excited you are for Luke Cage, how awesome Doctor Strange is, how amazing and magical Fantastic Beasts looks, or if you are going to go rogue, you want to talk to Leslie in the chat channels. She enjoys waffles and color-coded folders. Sounds familiar? Anyway, say hi to Leslie, and we have a video break, so talk to Leslie in the chat, and when we come back, we will have the Donatello statue right here. You're watching Sideshow Live. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Hi, sorry about that. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty with our video segments, so we just thought that we'd get right into it and talk to you about Donatello, because Donatello is amazing. We first premiered him during our online Comic-Con. He made the trip to San Diego with us, and this is our Donatello statue. He is on a sewer-themed base. Of course, he is the one who wields the bow, and my personal favorite growing up. or maybe Leonardo was. You know what? I always go back and forth with who my favorite turtle was. So let's just say that this week it's Donatello because I'm looking right at him and he is amazing. He is 16 inches tall, 6 inches wide, 9 inches long, weighs approximately 8 pounds, and his exclusive accessory is a swap-out portrait that has the red bandana. Remember when all the turtles wore red originally? His shipping date is slated between August and September of next year, and if you pre-order him soon, starting tomorrow, you can get free US shipping. So if you are curious about how you pre-order Donatello, you're going to want to go to sideshow.com/Donatello for more information on him. Coming up next, and hopefully our videos work, so coming up next is our Masters of the Universe segment where we are going to be showing you He-Man and Skeletor and evil-lyn and a premium art print. So thank you so much for watching. We will be right back. Oh, we're live. Hi. Sorry, I was looking at my notes and missed the signal. But we are live with the Masters of the Universe right here in studio. I'm just so impressed with how this statue collection has turned out, and I'm really excited to show you guys the premium art print towards the end. So let's just start over here with evil-lyn. Evil-lyn is she is the sinister and sultry kind of sidekick. But not always, because she kind of goes off and does her own thing. With Skeletor, she has a faithful falcon in her screech right here. The cool thing about her is that now we have added translucent fabric to her, and the wrist wrap can be removed. So she can go up like this with the bat wing, or she can go down and not have it and just can be a draped cape. So she has a dynamic pose on the base of Snake Mountain. She has her signature headdress, intricate armor, and on her back, I wish I could turn her, but I can't. These are actually early shipping samples, so they're pretty much exactly what you're going to get, but there might be a few tweaks here and there, so I can't turn her very well. But she does have her tattoos going down the back. So all of Eternia, get ready, get scared. Evil-lyn is coming for you. Moving this way, we have Skeletor. He is from another dimension, which actually I didn't know until we started doing the Masters of the Universe collection. I just thought that he was just the bad guy in Eternia, but turns out he is from another dimension. And he also has a volcanic base with a snake from Snake Mountain. He is wielding his enchanted havoc staff and is bringing to command his horde of invisible henchmen. So if you want an extra dose of pure nostalgia, he has a swap out head. This is actually the exclusive head on him right now. It's kind of the more yellow tones from the cartoon. So if you were a fan of the Masters of the Universe cartoon growing up in the 80s, you are going to want the swap out portrait and the exclusive on Skeletor. So yeah, these guys are both opposing the forces of good, which is in our He-Man over here. I'm really excited to show you He-Man. He stands an impressive 23 inches tall, and so we are working on capturing everything that we can about these statues that makes us love the Masters of the Universe. They have reimagined this muscular hero with a trusty shield and intricately detailed armored terugis, which is a word that we all learned. It comes from the Greek word for feathers, which you can see in the terugis is the skirt piece, but it is kind of feathered, so it was meant to protect warriors back in the day. He has boots, he has gauntlets, he has a strength magnifying breastplate and power harness, and like all of the Masters of the Universe pieces, his cape is removable. Now, one of the cool things about him is you just heard that? These are made of metal. The sword and the axe, this is the exclusive swap out axe. It's metal. It's made of metal. He is 23 inches tall, 10 inches wide, 10 inches long, weighs approximately 11 pounds, and he's expected to ship between October and November of this year. So basically right now, so if you want him, you are going to have to pre-order him right now at sideshow.com/Motu-He-Man. So Masters of the Universe, M-O-T-U, He-Man, and you can pre-order him now. I'm about to be very careful about bringing out this premium art print. Sorry guys, it's a little awkward, but we have a lot of really beautiful things on the table, and we're gonna add one more. Ooh, sorry little axe, I'm gonna move you. All right, this is our Masters of the Universe premium art print. It is by Alec Pachenko and Zach Rohn, who helped design the statue collection along with Stefan Sajak. It is meant to be a companion to the collection that we showed you just now, it's behind the print now. And since all of these are original interpretations of the characters, we kind of just expanded that into other characters, including Battle Cat, Man-at-Arms, She-Ra, Beastman. We expanded them into the art print form. So this is for all of you kids of the 80s. We have such a love for He-Man in this building, and it has huge nostalgia value for us. So that is why we created this, and we wanted to make it as meaningful and full as possible. So that is what we have for you in the Masters of the Universe collection. When we come back, I have another video break for you. We will be showing you the Aquaman premium format figure and unboxing him so you can enter for a chance to win that Aquaman when we get back. Thank you for watching Sideshow Live. We will be right back. Hi! This gigantic figure is our Aquaman premium format figure. Now, woo! Yeah, you kind of get lost behind the box. Like, you could actually probably double this thing as some sort of piece of furniture in your house. So let's just get him out so you can see what is inside. I'm gonna probably need my floating hands because I don't know how I'm gonna do this on my own. Let's get this on the floor. Actually, I might be okay. Just hold the box. Thank you, floating hands. Ugh. This is definitely a two-person job. Thank you so much. This is a huge figure. So let's get him out. As always, Sideshow logo is on the top of the foam. Just make sure nothing gets trapped. Okay. Wow. I'm so excited. This is based on Arthur Curry's version of Aquaman. And I'm just gonna get all the pieces out because I don't have table space in order to put him together for you. This is, if you get the exclusive version, he does come with swap outs. Like, this is his swap out arm, which is also his harpoon. So that's the exclusive on him, including another swap out portrait of Arthur Curry. He has like the classic, you know, cut from the Golden and Silver Age of Aquaman, but the swap out is his kind of like rugged look. All right, let's get him on the base. There we go. Whoop, whoop. And there went some foam. So, how many of you guys out there collect and read Aquaman currently? Because who's excited to see Jason Momoa play Aquaman? I'm pretty excited about that. You should probably talk to Leslie in the comments. This is the classic portrait. I'm going to put the exclusive portrait on him, but I wanted to make sure you guys got a good look at the classic portrait of Arthur Curry. So he's going to go back in the box. I like the exclusive portrait because I like him a little bit more beardy. Let's just say that. I like him beardy. So there we go. It's always good to have like canned air. Also, when you guys unbox premium format figures specifically, because you can get all the foam off of them pretty easily. So that's the exclusive version. And let's get his trident in his hands, because I'm like, what is he supposed to be holding? It's his trident. The trident that represents sovereign authority in Atlantis. Let's get that together. And then let's get this box off the table so I can actually show you what he looks like. Oops. So this goes through, and this goes through, and there we go. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna turn him towards you guys while he's very heavy. See? I think I've had him on the show before, but I haven't shown you him out of the box like that. So, gifted with extraordinary aquatic abilities, Arthur Curry rises from the depths, wielding his mighty trident with a powerful enchanted weapon. He's striking his commanding pose in his classic and regal looking, if we're talking honestly, gold and green costume. This is celebrating like a rich comic book history because Aquaman is one of the classic Justice League members in the DC universe. So like I showed you before, he does have a classic swap out portrait. This is the exclusive version. And if you go to sideshow.com/live contest, you're entering for a chance to win this Aquaman that I just unboxed. So you are winning the exclusive version that has the swap out of the rugged looking Aquaman with his long hair and beard and his harpoon arm. So this is not what he looks like if you don't have the exclusive version. The regular version has just his short haircut and then a regular gloved arm. So from the base to the top of his head, he's 24 inches. If you include the height of the trident, he's 27.25 inches. He's 14 inches wide, 14 inches long, weighs 30 pounds, so he's kind of heavy. And I skip arm day. So that's why I need floating hands to help me. And like I said, his exclusive is the swap out portrait and swap out arm that you are seeing right now. So if you are interested in Aquaman, you're going to want to go to sideshow.com/AquamanDC. So that is what we have for you as our unboxing today. Sideshow.com/AquamanDC. We have one more video to show you. Then I have some winners. R2Q5 and the Court Crypt. We will be right back. It's always like the loneliest when you come back and you've had like the Masters of the Universe, one of the Ninja Turtles, and then you have like, you know, the King of the Seven Seas on your table, and then you come back and it's like just you. So it's always a little underwhelming. Anyway, what's not underwhelming and what you should get excited about is that I have winners. These are the winners of the R2Q5 from last week, as well as some cork grips. So let's get started with the cork grips. We have Stephen W. from the US. He won a cork grip and therefore won like kind of a head start on Spooktacular. So congratulations to Stephen. Jeff K. from the US also won a cork grip. So again, enjoy your heads up on Spooktacular goodness. Congratulations to Jeff. And the winner of our R2Q5 Imperial Astromech 6-scale figure is Louise Flamel from the US. I enjoy your name. So that was a really cool name to be able to say. Louise Flamel from the US. Congratulations on your R2Q5 figure. That's what we have for you guys today. We will be back next week. That is October 5th at 11 a.m. Wow, it's October already? Get ready, Spooktacular is coming, guys. And speaking of scary things in October, it's the last day to get the Leatherface premium format figure with free shipping. So you're gonna wanna do that. If you want free shipping on your Leatherface premium format, you're gonna wanna do that today. It's the last day to do it. So we'll be back next week, October 5th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We showed you guys Donatello. We had the Masters of the Universe collection, including the premium art print. We had an Aquaman unboxing. You can still win him, live or not live, sideshow.com/live contest. Congratulations to all of our winners. Stick around. We have the video DJ segment coming up. You're watching Sideshow Live. We will see you next week. Thank you.
When I got to college, I realized I needed to make a choice: physics or art. Growing up, art was definitely encouraged in the house. My mom did a lot of knitting, she did a lot of craft projects, and my dad was an architect. So I was always doing lots of art and craft projects growing up. It was something that I really enjoyed, I could put a lot of myself into. And then there was physics, which I also really enjoyed. I'm a very mechanical person. I like figuring out how things work. And I went to a math science high school, so it was all around encouraged. But I really didn't have an idea of what I could do in either, what my career choices were. I had these two unknowns, and when it came down to it, it really wasn't an easy decision. It was two things that I really loved. And ultimately, I just wanted to have a career that made me happy. To have gone through the struggle of making the decision, it makes you realize, like, okay, I really want to put every bit of me into this thing. To be really cheesy about it, art kind of held a little bit of a light for me. I do paint differently than other people because of the math and the physics and just that scientific background. I'm not looking to decorate the sculpture. The paint on there for me isn't a decoration. I'm painting this like miniature real life scene. I'm trying to make you feel like this is just, you know, a little glimpse into another world. And to do that, all the parts have to fall into place. There can't be any just decorative element for me. For me, it has to really believe what I'm looking at, to believe that this exists in some world. And I think that that's what physics brings to it, is a sense of reality to what you're looking at. One of my college professors once told me that the reason behind the math classes wasn't to learn specifically how to do these math problems. It was to learn how to open my mind and think about things differently. It was a new approach to solving problems. Even though I left physics in college to pursue art, it's still something that follows me every day. It's something that I use all the time. It's something I use in my work. It's something I use in everyday life. Paint is an example of how I look at the world. I mean, everybody paints differently because they look at the world differently. And so the fact that my physics background affects me, it affects the way that I look at the world, and it affects the way that I look at painting and approach painting. It's a part of who I am. My name is Sapene, and I'm a lover of the physics in art.
Welcome to the latest edition of How to Be a Poser. In this show, I'm going to show you a few simple tips and tricks that you can use to help maximize the display potential for your 6-scale figures. Today's special guest, Hot Toys Marty McFly. Okay, the first time that we see Marty in this costume is when he's on his way to meet Doc Brown late at night at the Twin Pines Mall. So, with that in mind, I'm going to try to set him up with the actual accessories that he has when he heads that way. One is his backpack, in which he was carrying his camcorder. He also has his Sony Walkman, and from earlier that day, the Save the Clock Tower flyer that he acquired when he was hanging out with Jennifer in the town square. And of course, he gets there using his trusty skateboard. Now, this vest is just a snug too tight to really replicate the way that it looks in the film. So what you're going to want to do is try to do your best to futz with it and get it to fit, hang down a little bit lower than it does. When you're doing that, exercise extreme caution, because if you're not, you'll be like me and you'll knock one of the buttons off. They're very fragile. It's a very delicate and very easy thing to do. Now, the backpack is full of padding. So when you're doing this, kind of try to zip it up in a way that the padding doesn't show. You want it to appear full, so I wouldn't take any of it out. Just make it look like there wasn't quite enough room to shove that thing down in there all the way. Now, you'll notice that I'm putting the hand onto the accessory before placing it onto the body. I haven't tried this pose yet, but I'm assuming that this will probably work easier once we actually get go to move the accessory onto the body itself. Pop that wrist onto the peg. Now, there's going to be some heft to that, so you're going to want to keep that in mind. He's going to be kind of using his body to just heft that a little bit forward and balance that backpack on his back. So just kind of had just a slight little bit of a tilt to it. Arm out, get that elbow away from the body, just to give it that more natural bend. Let's wrap the headphones around his head. I'm being reckless, but you might want to be more careful not to scratch the paint. Now, these front pockets here on the jacket, they're functional. Flap comes up, Walkman fits nicely inside. Flap folds down. It's a perfect fit. Okay, what you want to do here now is you want to take these wires and mess with them until they look like they're naturally falling. These fingers are nicely pliable. What you want to do is you want to slide this truck up between two of the fingers there, while simultaneously bringing the board itself under his thumb. Given that this is your viewing angle, I would not have Marty's skateboard flat to your viewing angle. It just looks awkward. If you give it a little bit of a bend, it just kind of draws you in a little bit more. Add him to the stand for stability. And there he is. I really want this now.
Do you?
Yeah, I kind of do. Not gonna lie.